All right, everybody, welcome in. Today, we're going to be going over some late round draft picks, people you need to be targeting in the late rounds of your draft. They're going to provide significant value and be more performing like those mid to early round draft picks. So, yeah, I'm Cole, he's Josh. We're going to get right into this, and I'll start with an honorable mention. This is one of my favorite pitchers in the MLB, and just as a human being, he is super fun, super funny. Follow on Instagram too is Chase Burns. He is hilarious. You know those AI videos of like the animals dancing?
Yeah.
And he reposts those on his story all the time. It is so funny. It's hilarious. He pitches with a ton of emotion, which is a very fun watch. His fastball is already one of the best in the league. And if he can figure it out, like his first couple starts where he was dominant, he kind of fell off towards the end of the year and got hurt a little bit. But he's just an absolute dog.
He really is.
He was one of the best college pitchers of all time, both at Tennessee and Wake Forest, and he just has a lively fastball. He's on an up and coming team, a young team. I think now that he's kind of got his first taste for the MLB, he's going to take another step forward. His ADP or his ranking and / ADP right now is roughly around 145, so he's going to be right around that 12th to 13th, 14th round. So I would take him easily. He's a very, very high upside play. And at that point, you want to go for upside, and he's a great target.
100%. Chase Burns is easily one of the most electric pitchers we have right now in the league, and he's awesome. He's a super fun watch. I mean, even when he is getting hit a lot, like you can see the emotion on his face is changing, but it's just like he's just fun. He's a really fun guy to watch, and I mean, he's one of those super high upside pitchers. Like he can rack up the strikeouts like no other. So I mean, it can be really, really fun to watch him this year.
For sure. 67 strikeouts in 43 innings. And obviously 4.5 ERA. We'll try to look past that for now, but hopefully he can fix that out and he'll easily be, I could see him, it's hard to say, but he has that like Skeens year 2 potential. He could win Cy Young easily if he figures it all out. He has that great of stuff.
And yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun year for that, where we have like a lot of young talent, a lot of young heat-seeking pitchers. Yes. So it's gonna be really fun to watch. And I'm gonna switch it over to shortstop with Jacob Wilson. I think Jacob Wilson had he had a really great year this year. Like I do not understand. I understand the injury bug. It sucks. I think he missed like about a month, and a month of ball is. It is a lot, but to scare people into having him within the 140s is kind of crazy. I think he was around 130, 140. So I do think that's kind of insane for him. He was batting 311. He only struck out 39 times, which is kind of insane. He's the better version of Luis Ariz, mainly because of the ballpark. The ballpark is going to help him. He does have great pop.
Way better. I mean, he has that contact upside that Ariz has. Like he's going to hit over his 300 easily. He's going to get you good average in that category. But then he has that low key pop. Like he might run up to 10, 15 home runs in a year. And that's for a guy you're playing for average. That's a great, great.
That's
benefit.
A really great. And I think that also the team around him is going to get a little better, which is going to only help his RBIs, which is also great for fantasy. He's a fun player to watch. Jacob Wilson's somebody you should really keep your eyes out for. I'm probably gonna reach for him. Last year I didn't really reach for him. I got him in 227s, and he turned out to be awesome for me. So I think if he can have a full healthy season, he's gonna be sick. He's gonna be one of the premier shortstops next year, I believe, and I think you should really give him a chance if he's around those mid rounds for sure.
I agree. And if you're new to this channel, we're not athletics fans by any means. I'm an Angels fan, he's a Dodgers fan, but we're both really eyed at athletics, and we think they're
100%
could easily be top 5 if everything works out well. So I think him being up north, the 1-2 spot, that's great runs opportunity, RBI opportunity. So he'll be a great pick for sure. And I'll keep 100%. It in that middle infield section, and I'm gonna go to Jackson Holliday. I think right now is the perfect buy low opportunity on Jackson Holliday. Obviously, 100%. Everyone knows when he was coming out, he was number 1 prospect, was a dog, was absolutely supposed to be, like that Gunnar Henderson, that was going to be Jackson Holliday taking that Orioles infield over. He kind of hasn't lived up to expectations yet. He kind of had a couple good months last year where he showed some flashes. He definitely has had a better stint now compared to his first stint in the MLB. And I think Jackson Holliday, that Orioles offense with Pete Alonso and Taylor Ward coming in, it's going to be significantly better. He's going to have more RBI opportunities. I expect him probably towards the first half of the year not to be like up towards the top of the lineup right away, but who knows? Hopefully, he'll be a great pick, and he's has that potential. Everyone knows why he was a first overall pick. So, yeah.
And that's the thing with it. It's hard not to buy low on this kid right now. Like, he was a number 1 overall pick for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think obviously scouts definitely know more than us, and obviously some busts have happened with those first round picks, but I do think that kid's gonna be awesome. He's gonna be so nice this year, and he's so young, and with this type of lineup that he's about to like kind of be pushed into, there's no way that the Orioles have a season like they did last year. 17 home runs being the highest in that team is kind of insane. Like, that's just almost unheard of. Like, that for that, how good of a team they were last year or the year before. It's just insane.
He had a 17-17 season. 2020 is not out of the question at all. 25-25 is not. I can see. I mean, I don't want to say 30-30 because I don't think he has that much pop, but who knows? Like, he 17 home runs on the down year. He has that pop for sure, and I think he'll be a great pick.
Yeah, I definitely like that pick a lot, and I think he's gonna be good. I think the Orioles are gonna be a scary team next year, and that's gonna be a fun team to watch for sure. And kind of switching back over to pitchers, I'm gonna go with Michael King. Michael King is a really, I mean, he's just like such a consistent pitcher. Obviously, last year he dealt with a lot of injuries, and just didn't have the season that he is used to almost. But we've seen the way he is with, I mean, how he was with the Yankees, the Padres. He had a great first 2 seasons, I believe. Yeah. And I mean, I think he's going to come back. He's going to have a lot of time to rehab and really just start off the year strong. So I think picking him around like the 140 ranges is going to be really good for him. And I think he's just going to have like another really good year, because he's a guy that has nasty stuff. I wouldn't say like a Cy Young type pitcher, but it's a pitcher like kind of like Pablo Lopez that will go out there and just kind of be a stud for you, give you innings, give you some strikeouts, and just give you the important points that you need. So I do really like Michael King here, and I think he's gonna be a really fun watch.
I mean, he's right now, the whole scare on him, right, is he's coming off that injury, didn't pitch really much towards the last half of the year at all, but that's exactly where you buy low on someone. If they're not coming into the season with an injury, if it's like something that was last year and people are scared off because of an injury last year, that's not something that should deter you from making a pick. It should be, if they're coming into the season, it's like, oh, he may or may not be on the IL to start the year. That's when you want to be a little bit worried, but no injury to start the year is what, as of now, as of January 3rd, he's going to be completely fine to pitch in spring training. So he's a great pick. And like you said, just very solid, steady pitcher.
Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of what you're looking for, especially in those kind of mid rounds, just like somebody that has a pulse almost, where you're like, I trust that guy. I trust that guy. He's not going to get shelled.
For sure.
And he's one of those guys.
You can take, a guy like, throwing out a random name off the top of my head, like a Dean Kramer, who won't be great,
100%.
Won't be terrible, but he does not have that upside that King has. So, yeah. And I'll go into our final player, who is really fun to watch, really exciting, is Noelvi Marte with the Cincinnati Reds. He's kind of ended the year a little bad, I will say, but in the months of, the July, August, September, those summer months, he was absolutely balling. He was, minus the injuries he had, he was hitting a ton of home runs. He has a little bit of stealing ability. He probably is going to have third base and outfield eligibility next year, because they were putting him in the outfield. So he's going to be able to fill a little bit different positions for you, which is definitely a great benefit to have. He has upside to, hit 30 plus home runs, maybe steal 10 to 15 bags, and he's just going to be a solid hitter on a pretty good offense on a really good hitter-friendly ballpark. So I would not be surprised if he's, a very good fantasy asset, especially around that 14th round. So
yeah, and I mean, he's another guy that can really just have like a really kind of good season. He can definitely go for 30 home runs.
Yeah.
Especially in the ballpark that he's in, like that's a possibility, because I think he didn't play much of last year. I think he played like maybe 3/4 of last year.
Correct. I think it was even less than that.
Even less than that?
I think he actually played less of that, because correct me if I'm wrong, was this suspension last year or was that the year before? Or am I getting it messed up?
I think the suspension was part of last year.
I don't remember. I could be completely wrong,
either.
But I know he had some injuries, and I know he had a suspension in the past 2 years, obviously for steroids. So he's a great hitter. He has, I think it was last year. I'm gonna keep thinking about it, but yeah, he's gonna be a great pick no matter what. And I think you should target him, especially if, that late in the draft, your lineup's probably already filled. Just go for someone like Marte, who might be able to crack your lineup later in the year.
Yeah, and the last person that I'll bring up that I think will completely round out like the last pick, if you have a late round flyer that you can go for it, Daylen Lile is that guy. Daylen Lile is going to be so good next year. I mean, he had a really good end of the year. He was killing, and I mean that Washington Nationals lineup is always so fun to watch.
There,
no matter who they have, James Wood is going to have an awesome year this year too. But I really do believe in Daylen. Daylen's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
He's going to be really fun to watch. And I mean,
I wasn't familiar with his game really as all when he was coming up, but I had James Wood last year and I had CJ Abrams in a different league. So I was really, I would try to tune in as many Nationals games as I can. And every time I saw him towards that last, month and a half, I was like, wow, who is this guy? He's very good.
I literally picked him up pretty much like a month before playoffs. And I was like, I don't even know who this kid is, but he's kind of lighting it up. Like he was just, there was not a game that I watched from them that, I mean, he didn't have like an extra base hit. Like he's just got like that nasty little pop. So I think he's going to be really fun to watch. And I think if you have that little late round flyer pick where you're like, I'm just looking for potential here, Daylen Lile is that guy. For sure.
For sure. He's got speed, contact, power. He's got kind of a little bit of everything. Not too elite in anything, just good at everything.
100%.
And yeah, these are our 5-6 people that we got for your fantasy baseball 2026 drafts. You should target all these guys in those 11th through 16th rounds. If when you're looking for upside, these are the guys you take. And I think if you're able to get all 6 of these guys, this should be easily drafted and don't even think about it. So
100%. I love it.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let us know in the comments what you want to see next, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yep.